Hello and welcome back to GT Retro World. Well, today we're going to have a look at another radio from TIDRADIO, and it's the TD-H8. This has been around a bit longer than the H3 that you've seen on the channel about a month or two back, but TIDRADIO sent me one over to review, so I thought, yeah, we'll have a look at it. I've had this a while, to be honest, and I've been using it on and off, and the results have been really good. I do like the H3, but this has got a bit more clout to it. It's a 10 watt radio. I've had it on the meter and it is doing 10 watts. In fact, it's doing a fraction over 10 watts, to be honest. It's pretty clean as well, which is quite good. I did a quick test on it. This is the ham version. They do a GMRS version. They're both the same radio, a few key button presses, and you can actually swap between the two on this radio, so you can go between GMRS and ham. So it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I could show you that in another video, but anyway, it's possible and fairly simple. This is what comes with the radio manual, which is the basic manual. I say basic, that's actually quite thorough. Again, TIDRADIO are quite good, you know. I mean, it's clear and concise, very similar to the H3's manual. So basically, if you know the H3, you don't really need the manual. Well, you know, I don't anyway that much. Comes with an AC adapter. They sent me one here, that's for the States, to be honest, but it will work on 240, 100 and 240. I won't be using that. Like I say, I haven't even used any of this really, because I just plug it straight into the bottom of the radio, the battery. USB-A to USB-C, again I haven't used that. And the charger cradle, I haven't even used that, to be fair. But yeah, that's what comes with it. And the usual little customer support card, which you've seen in the past video. TIDRADIO's customer support is up there, if not better than the likes of Yaesu and Kenwood. I know you think that's going to be a strange thing, but if you can send an email to a company and get a reply back the next day or even the same day, that to me is service, you know. And I'm not the only one who's encountered this company. And I mean, we're talking radios here like $30 to $50, or same in pounds or thereabouts, you know. They're not expensive radios, but if you get that type of service from a company, I'm not getting paid for this, by the way, I'm just basically going off my own back, the experiences I've had with TIDRADIO. I mean, I could say what I want. They're not bothered. They're sending me these out for free. I could say if it was crap, it'd be crap, and I'd say it straight away. But the radios are fine for what they are. But the company on a whole are absolutely fantastic. So that's that out the way anyway. Right, let's have a little look at this thing. Right, so the antenna is basically the same as what's on the H3. It's a little 6-inch antenna. Receive on this is 136 to 174 and 400 to 520. TX is 144 to 148 and 420 to 450 megahertz. Right, let's have a little look around this anyway. The battery on this, by the way, is the same what's on the little H3. It's a little 2,500 milliamp hour battery. If you get that in there, guys, have a little look. I've got a new camera set up here, to be honest. I've used it once with the last radio I modified, so I'm still getting used to it, really. Yeah, FCC there. There's the approval, or so it seems. So this uses the same battery that's on the H3. It's a bigger radio, so that's why the H3 lasts so long. But this is still does well, you know. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. Right, anyway, there's a little look at it. Oh, it comes with a little lanyard as well. Well, they all do, don't they, to be honest. So there's a look at that. Oh, the box. You have a look at that as well while you're at it. Just a brown box. Move out of the way. Right, let's have a look at this radio anyway. So, let's switch this on. I've only done a bit of work with this on the 2 meters, to be honest. A few contacts while we're away, and a couple of contacts locally and with the radio club, and I had no problems whatsoever really for what it is. You know, it's a kind of little radio, and like I say, it's been around a while, this, hasn't it? So, but screen wise, it's fairly good. You know, I think that's quite nice. And even if you get a bit of light on there, I'll try and get a bit of light on there. There we go. I mean, I've got quite an high intensity light above me there, and it's not really breaking it, you know, it's doing okay. Yeah, it's a nice little screen. Right, let's have a look around what we've got on here. So, on the top, we have on and off, obviously, and volume. That's TX light. The flashlight's enabled through this button here. One press lights it. Another press and she flashes, and again it's off. Hold that in, and that breaks the squelch. So that's the same button. This is TX button, PTT anyway. We won't TX there because we're actually on the UK 2 meter calling frequencies. We don't need to do that anyway. We're in VFO mode at the moment as well. Right, the bottom button there is your FM radio. On the side here we've got the usual Kenwood microphone, headphone jack, and obviously programming as well. This can be programmed with Bluetooth, which is enabled from here. If you see there, guys, that's the Bluetooth on, Bluetooth off. On the bottom of here we have USB charge. There's also a little LED there. Once it's charged, that just turns green. Fits in the cradle if that's what you want. Like I say, I don't use that at all. I just can't see the point anymore. USB-C so useful, isn't it? Straight on the bottom of there, charge it. Once it's charged, off you go, ready to enjoy your day. As well as the FM broadcast radio, you can hold this bottom button in and you'll also get your weather. Okay, let's have a look at the menu. Right, first we have squelch. We have a 0 to 9 on that. I've got it set to 1 because I just find that about right, where it just breaks as long as there's no noise. Number 1 we have the step. TX power, it's on mid currently. You can have low, mid, high. It's 2 watts, 5 watts, 10 watts. I think I've already mentioned that. Power save. Vox level, that's switched off. I don't use that. Bandwidth. Backlight continuous is on there at the moment. You can have that between 1 and 10 seconds, I think, is all continuous, which I've got it on now. Dual watch operation. Beep on. The beep's on there, as you can hear. I don't mind that on. A lot of people hate it, but I've left it on. It's quite quiet on this radio. It's not like in your face, you know. Some of these are so like screechy, but yeah, this is just, it's steady away. It's not too loud. Timeout timer. 60 seconds there, as you can see there, guys. RX DCS. And the same for CTSS, which is RX. 12 is TX DCS. 13 is TX CTCSS. That's off at the moment, as you can see. That's voice, which basically you can hear on the key presses. TX cell. That's your scan ad, which you can add channels to your scan. That's your scan mode. That's your FM dual watch on and off. MDFA display, that displays the program frequency. Channel frequency display. Your busy lock. Auto lock, that's off. Again, it's not something I need to leave on. No kids about. Direction, frequency offset direction, there is. Offset frequency shift. That's your memories, it's where you store your memories. You delete, where you delete your channel memories. That'll send an alarm tone, so alarm mode, TX alarm. That's your seek for CTCSS. Menu. And that's your seek for your DCS. Your tail squelch, to keep the noise at bay between overs. That's your Roger bleep. Don't have that on, to be honest. Yeah, I can't see the point of that, but anyway, there's one on there. Repeater tones. Language English, obviously. That's for frequency hopping. Never tried that yet. That's to restore the VFO. That's for syncing. DTM FST. ANI ID. And this here is a squelch tail elimination. And obviously there's a delay for the squelch tail repeater. That's off. That's the version. It says it's the ham version. Again, this can be changed to a GMRS unit with just a few short button presses. Breathe LED. That's power on message, which is 44. It's got an icon there. I don't know why they mention icon for some weird reason on their website. Anyway, mic gain, and back to squelch, and that's about it with that, guys. And that's a little look around the radio. But yeah, I just thought I'd just do a quick overview of the radio, like a short review type of thing before I give it a good blast between the pair. I'll take them up the top, I think. But I've had this a while, and I've been meaning to do a little overview on it. But yeah, it's a nice little set, not too expensive. This is currently $49.99 US dollars and UK pound. Let's have a little look. Right, so currently this is £42.67 delivered. I forgot to mention as well, this is obviously the same as the H3. Program it via Bluetooth. It's pretty nifty, to be honest. But if you look at my last video with the H3, they're almost similar, they're very similar in the way the menus operate. In fact, they're almost identical. It's just a bit bigger, but it's nice. Like I say, it's got plenty of power, this thing. 10 watts is actually 10 watts with this radio. Well, that's what I've got it down with anyway. With me, I've recently bought is it a Nissi little SWR meter, and it's quite nice. You know, I think it's the 503. It goes from 1.6 to 525 megahertz. It's quite nice. It's no bird, you know, but it's accurate within reason. But anyway, it was just a little overview of this radio. I'll do a bit more with it. In fact, I want to do a bit more with the pair. I'm going to try the scramble feature as well between the two. It was just something to get out there, really. Like I say, very similar to the H3. Menu system's almost the same. It's got a bit more power. It's a bit chunkier to hold, I suppose. That's one negative. But on the whole, for £42, it's an absolute bargain. I mean, a radio that's got Bluetooth and USB-C. I mean, what more do you want, really? You know, I just think maybe the H3's got a bit more going for it over this. It's just the size, and it's got a bit more functionality as well. But you know, for the money, for £42, this is a bargain, or $50. Anyway, guys, hopefully it's been of interest, and I'll do a bit more between the two shortly. I've been a bit busy lately, so thumbs up for the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.